with y'all little podcast.
The powerful women in the movie. We could go to Women of the Future.
Did you look at this clip?
1950s about feminism.
You didn't look at the clip.
No, I didn't.
I'll play it because you didn't look at it.
Of course, I know you're gonna play it.
Yeah, but you didn't look at it, so you don't know what it's about. It ain't about that. It's the opposite.
Welcome to 2022, where you can do anything a man can do. I am so excited to finally be here. Feminism has done so much for women. Do tell. No more aprons, first of all. Do we finally have a butler to cook for us? Oh gosh, no, you'll just eat pre-made greasy crap out of a bag on your way to and from work. I suppose that sounds convenient. Do I get to work outside the home? Totally. You get to sit in a cubicle all day while you stare at a computer screen, chugging coffee. So liberating, right? I'm at work all day. Will we finally have a Rosie the Robot maid? No, you'll still have to do all the cleaning. That's what your weekends are for, cleaning and laundry. Oh, and errands and yard work. Wait, so I have to work full time plus still manage my home full time? I mean, you want to have it all, right? But what about my husband? Is he amazing? What? No, you're not married. You live alone with your cat. What? You do date though. A lot. You can just have sex with whoever, whenever you want. That sounds kind of gross, actually. Just pick them off of this app. What about pregnancy? Oh, there's this magic pill you take. Totally wrecks your hormones, but keeps you from getting pregnant. The pill is magic. Don't worry. If by chance you do get pregnant, you can totally just kill the baby by having an abortion. Why would I do that? So you can get back to work. Duh. Someone has to fill that cubicle space. Am I at least happy? I mean, yeah, as long as you don't skip your antidepressant pill. Another magic pill. Gotta cope somehow. I think I'll just stay here. Get to have purple hair? Welcome to 2022, where
React.
I'm an advocate for purple hair.
I'm sure.
Oh my
Just
god!
kidding, but everything else sounded pretty shitty.
That's what
But
y'all
it was
living
very
today.
much the truth. No, I'm the. I don't want to say older I get because I just don't like the way that sounds. But the older I
Y'all-
get, the more I am totally okay with the idea of being a straight up housewife.
Women are so.
I don't want to do nothing
Women are so.
except for all the things I have to do in the house because I'm gonna have to do that anyway.
I'm gonna say this, and she bodied that. I don't sound like she was
killed
white,
that.
but she bodied that.
Great skit.
It's annoying as fuck. I think a lot of times women just don't have the foresight to think with the end in mind. I just don't think so. I think y'all just go off y'all's emotions in the moment, and a lot of feminism was a cash grab, and they capitalized on y'all's immediate feelings in that moment, as far as maybe a little sense of oppression or neglect or whatever that y'all weren't feeling fulfilled in, and y'all took it all the way left. But that's the only problem with that. I feel like it went too far left. And now, like you said, you got a lot of women now that are saying the same thing you're saying. Once we actually start to give into the fact that y'all want to work and y'all want to be contributing to somebody else's business, somebody else's pocket. But when black men were saying that before, y'all was like, shut the hell up. But now it's like, oh, now we actually want to be soft and we want to, like, which one do y'all want?
It's funny though because what she really said first was, as I get older, right? As my, I don't know, I hate using all these terms that they already use in the manosphere, but as my sexual marketplace value begins to decline, look, all the words go down, whatever words you want to use, semantics. Now I want to be softer. Now I want somebody to take care of me. But when I was as hot and as beautiful and all those things, I wanted to run the streets. I wanted to be for the streets. I didn't need no man for nothing. That's so crazy.
I mean, but whenever you think that
But-
you're I'm just saying, if you think you're in your prime of life, of course you want every freaking thing. Of course you want everything because you're in your prime and you know
But
you're in
what are
your
you
prime.
getting?
Nobody
Picked
thinks about
and
that.
rolled?
Like I actually
No,
agree with
men
No,
do.
listen, I actually agree with Chris when he said that women don't always have the appropriate degree of
But you
foresight.
just said you wanted everything, but you can't tell me what everything is other than the freedom to do all the reckless things that you've been doing.
Exactly. That sounds
That's
like a lack
nothing,
of
though.
foresight to me, doesn't it? I'm with Chris.
With freedom, you'll run in a lot of different directions and not really get anywhere.
Yeah.
I think it's just it's crazy because you're only as loyal as your options.
Facts.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And when y'all have all the
Well, that's
options,
not true because I got options and I'm loyal.
Right.
But no,
I don't like
proves,
it.
that proves your loyalty. But with women, it's almost like, and I'm not, you know what? No, fuck that. We're going to keep it on women. Not saying that doesn't apply to any other gender.
Y'all
but
do
with
not
y'all,
respect
when
my
y'all
rules.
are young, hot, and y'all can
It's
get
more than
anything
10.
in the world, That's when you prove your loyalty. But when y'all have all the power in the world, that's when you see who a person really is. It's the same thing as money. Money exposes who you are. When y'all have all the power in the world, we see who you really are. When stuff starts to come down on you and the world is getting a little too hard, the opinions start to streamline a little bit. And I'm not going to say people can't grow, but it is telling that as women age, they start to come around a little more when we've been saying this stuff for like maybe 10 years.
I feel like it almost, like the psychology of all that almost skips a generation, sort of, because you grow up looking at your family, right? And I won't say most people, but a lot of people still do have some idea of what healthy family looks like, even if it's when you go somewhere else for a holiday or to someone else's house, your cousin's house, your grandma's house or whatever. You see a married couple, even if your mom's a single mom or even if you're with a single dad or whatever. You see that, but you don't really appreciate it. And now that we're older, we're like, oh, wait, I kind of do want that. That was nice. Thanksgiving at the family's house, everybody's there. You know, we have things, like we have a house instead of an apartment. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what's crazy? I'm not saying
the families are together, they can gather.
I'm not saying this is you, Lydia, but I think a lot of women feel like stuff just happens and it just pops up. Like that big like house gathering of maybe 30, 40 people at Thanksgiving was something that was started and built initially years ago. And your grandma probably saw that lifestyle back then. She didn't just pop up and was like, yo, I got all these people in my house. Oh my God, this is great. She wanted that. That was a goal. But a lot of times with y'all, the goal isn't that. It starts to become that too late. And now you're looking like, oh, I want that, I want that, I want that.
We wanted to work so much, so the goal is money, and all the goals are money related.
Well, that's why I
but
like
it's a
that
trick,
clip, because
like,
it was women of the future talking to somebody about feminism.
Right.
And how feminism got y'all out the house, how it perpetuated being independent, right? How it perpetuated all this stuff like you don't need a man. And then you get out into the real world and you're like, I did all that to be alone. Yeah, I did all this to be by myself. I did all this to be with my cat. Oh, I still have, like she said, well, at least we're going to have a maid, right? She was like, oh, no, you still got to clean. That's what your weekends are for. That don't sound pleasurable.
And with inflation, that makes it even worse, because now, like what Kadeem said, I think you said it last episode about the taxes. Now they can tax y'all, and with inflation, it's needed. We need family units more than anything to actually circumvent that.
Outside
but
is
now
expensive.
Now y'all's pride and y'all's independence, and with our pride, because now y'all saying y'all don't need us, so we definitely not gonna try and come help y'all. Now we're all looking stupid, giving more money than we probably need to this system that we say oppresses us. So it's like y'all played. I hate to say it, but y'all were pawns in that.
Big time.
And it started. And it's not, but you know what's crazy?
Especially black women, though.
But you know what's crazy? It's not on Lydia. It's not really. It's Lydia's generation is of that mindset, but it's more so on our parents. Our parents passed that down to them.
They did. Lydia's generation made that hot girl.
This is the
okay, but the hot girls still want a soft life later.
Yeah, but
the hot girls that want a soft life.
Yeah, but even that clip we got this at 318, listening to her talk about random dudes and this, that, and the third, you're not doing anything to get that at the end of the day. Like Chris said, the end in mind.
Right.
We always relate this stuff to stuff that can be physical and tangible, like the gym. I'm like, I can't say I want to lose 30 pounds if I'm not doing the work to get that.
Sure.
Yeah,
but it's
Go ahead, my bad.
But I was saying, women like believe in manifestation is really you speaking something into existence that you're actively pursuing.
Yeah.
You can't manifest it by just talking about it.
Right. Yeah, and let me say this to like paint a picture, because I know some people are visual. If you, let's say you're 25. Let's say you're 25, right? And you picture in your future, you and your kids and your husband having Thanksgiving together, and your in-laws come over and da-da-da-da-da. You have to first date that guy and get married. Who knows how many years that's going to take. Then you have to make those kids, and they have to grow up to match the picture you have in your head of your kids all gathered around the table. That's what, 10 years?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can we visualize that?
10 years to get. Nobody.
Kadeem.
Oh, no, they think he'll come with 4 kids, and I'm going to come with 4 more kids, and then there we go. No, it'll take 2.5.
No, most people not even willing to grind that hard for stuff that ain't family.
They don't want a lot of people don't want the prep. Like even with us shooting this podcast, Kadeem, you see Kadeem rock all around the room. We just don't pop up in here. Kadeem, you cook, right?
Oh, for sure.
Most of the work is what?
The prep.
The
For
prep.
sure.
And being organized helps it all go along quicker as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's the same way with what we're trying to do. I think it goes back to a lot of stuff we talk about every day, but interdependence should be the goal. It's not independence. It's about you actually having the intention, and this is not against any women that go to school and they have like dreams and all that stuff.
Not at all.
This is not against that. It's about the intention behind it. A lot of y'all do that with the intention of separating, and then y'all wonder why you're not connected, you're not feeling fulfilled. All this stuff is
You
because
think they do that to be separate though?
I think they do. I think they do it so they can be independent, so they don't have to depend on anybody. And I understand it.
But they always end up at the end of that still wanting a man though.
Right.
I don't think they do. I think they do it. I think that women believe that the things that they value in a man, we value.
Right, but
And
I
think
also
if
just
she
think they
thinks
know
if
it's
she
not
goes get
safe.
120K a year and she has this high-powered job that makes her more attractive to us, I'm not saying for me because I'm not intimidated by that, but it does make it harder for you to date a dude because you think you're better than him, and then you know what I'm saying, like you only want to date somebody that is in your socioeconomic realm.
I think
Wait. I'm going to disagree a little bit. And I'm going to disagree only because I don't think the reason that women are getting to the bag and da-da-da-da-da is, I don't actually think that's for y'all or to attract a man. Because most women, at least if you're a little bit cute, you know you can do that with a hair flip. You know what I'm saying? With eyes across the bar. Like,
That's just
however,
gonna get you dingling.
Sure. But just keep coming with me. Pause. So
Yes. The fuck?
I think we do that because we have an understanding that it's not safe not to be financially independent.
yeah,
It's not safe because you know, a lot of women in my age range have an idea, and I know you don't like it, that the world's just filled with fuck niggas. It's just filled with fuck niggas, the bars in hell, and
for
everything
sure.
like that. So we know it's not safe to be
It's not
financially
safe living alone when I come to kick. Well, not me, but when somebody comes to kick your door in and you're in the home by yourself, it's not safe then either.
Of course, but also you get what I'm saying. It's not
Which
safe
one's
to
more
be.
not safe?
y'all do it for security, and I understand that
Yes,
because
of course.
there
You
is
have to
another
have your own whatever.
there's another end of this story where men aren't as manly as they used to be.
Why is that, Chris?
That could possibly be because, and I don't like putting
Raised
that
from
all on
single
women. I
moms.
hear
No, it's no. And you know we're gonna have this conversation. We're not gonna put it all on women. There's ownership for why that is on both sides.
yeah,
Right?
because parenting isn't the same as it used to.
No, it's not.
And but to you, your point, Kadeem, what you were saying as far as they think that getting the 6-figure job and doing all that stuff, I think it's projection of their interest.
Their wants. That's what they want.
But I think also both can be true because I think they think that's what's gonna happen, and then they see it's not, and then they're like, oh, okay, this isn't what's gonna get me that, and then
You
now
mean
they
the
start to
family.
think right, and then they start to think, okay, I might have to recalibrate some things a little bit. So
and they don't want to be the breadwinner. On top of that,
I think they want to be the breadwinner, but
I
they
don't
don't
think
want to.
so, bro.
But they don't want to. They don't want to put all their money into the
no,
household.
they don't want to be the breadwinner,
Nah.
and they don't want to.
Right.
Even my mom was getting to the bag. She'd be like, "Kadeem, let me hold $100." She
They don't want to spend their own money.
She always wants some money.
That's
bro.
real. They don't want to spend their own money.
Hell no.
And I think that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about with the intention. Like if you're gonna work, you're gonna get some of these bills. Why not? It balances it out. Think about it like this: if I'm a man and you're working, you have to work. I'm gonna have to do some of the chores. I'm gonna have to cook sometimes, right?
This is a good.
If I can't completely take you off the field,
This is a good segue. This one's not a